Hi guys, welcome back to the Sorry Girls.
Today we are DIYing. We're trying some upcycles of DIY trends that have been on our minds.
Am I gonna regret this decision?
Why didn't I watch a singular tutorial?
We're just gonna go with it. How bad can it be? I have this glass block left over from my laundry room that I so badly want to turn into a light.
I don't know about you guys, but I have been seeing stripes and frills everywhere. And I have this thrifted pillow that it's not exactly my taste, so I thought I might give it a whirl.
It's not giving stripes or frills. And I just need to chrome silver leaf something before I die. So
we have one afternoon to make these DIYs happen, so we're gonna split up and then reveal our projects to each other in the end.
let's do it.
I wanna know what this is gonna be.
Me too.
We only have an afternoon, it's not very long.
Has anybody seen the rotary cutter?
Absolutely
not. I swear it's usually in here.
Is it in the sewing toolbox?
I can check. I was so, I almost got it. Thank you.
Oh, throwback to these. You should put one on your pillow.
Thank you. All right, so we've got this pillow from the thrift store. It's really not my style, and I have been looking at maybe upgrading my sewing skills a little bit, and I have never sewn a ruffle. So I grabbed some fabric that we had on hand, because you know, when you're at the thrift store, you cannot pass up cute fabric that you see. You just can't. So this one, super cool. It's like denim with multicolor stripes on it, but I think it might be a little bit thick. I think the ruffled pillow kind of lends itself a little bit more to that cottagecore, light, feminine kind of vibe. So I think the gray stripes are out. We've got pink and yellow, pink and white, pink and white. I think maybe this thicker stripe is gonna be the way to go. Like I've been seeing these on Anthropologie, H&M, all over Etsy. They're kind of like that feminine frilly touch. So I think we're gonna go with the wide pink and white stripe.
Oh my God. Okay, now everything I see, I'm just like, do I need to make you chrome? No, we don't need to chromify the chessboard. Do we? Do we? Okay, this is gonna be my project. I think this is gonna look so amazing in chrome. I'm not loving the stand. The stand is just so mid-century to me. I think it can be used with a different pot. What if we make just like a little bit of a base so it has some interest, and then we chromify it? First step is chromify and baseify. Sneaking into Rochelle's space here to use the whiteboard to figure out what I might want to do for the base. What is going to be the look? And I think I want to do this at a polymer clay so that I have the most custom options. I'm liking this simple base, or I think this one.
Okay, any ideas?
I have to figure out how I'm actually gonna do this with one block.
Well, in other news, your hair looks great.
Thank you so much. I actually have been noticing a lot of comments asking me for the hair routine. So this morning when I was getting ready, I filmed everything I did. Let me tell you all about it. So let me share with you the routine that I've been doing pretty much religiously, and a huge part of that is thanks to IGK Hair, which is today's sponsor. So my hair is still partially damp from my shower this morning, which this is the exact state I like to start this routine in. And as you can see, my hair is quite frizzy. It's a lot. So this is the routine to deal with all of this. So this is the IGK Good Behavior Smoothing Spray, and it tames all of this frizz and gives you that post-salon shine without actually having to go to the salon. So I put this on all of my hair going from root to tip, and it's important that you coat everything. And I do just need to call out the smell of this because it is so good. And if you didn't know, IGK is one of the fastest growing hair care brands on TikTok and Instagram, and it's created by 4 celebrity hairstylists from around the world. Now this smoothing spray is heat activated, so I'm gonna hit it with the blow dryer to really make it shine and come to life. But don't worry about heat. I know we get scared about putting heat on our hair. This has built-in heat protectant for up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. And this spray works like one of those pro keratin treatments, but it's much gentler for your hair. So now we're ready to style. I go back and forth between using my air wrap to make loose waves or using a curling iron. This is a 1.5 inch, and either of these methods work beautifully with the smoothing spray. Like, do we see how shiny and glossy this strand is compared to the other pieces down here? And this smoothing spray leaves me with frizz control for up to 72 hours, which is perfect for me because I like to give my hair breaks from the heat between days. So it means I can style my hair once and then leave it, and it will be totally great for a few days until I'm ready to wash it again. Okay, now if the finished hair was not good enough, this IGK Good Behavior Smoothing Spray is Leaping Bunny certified, gluten-free, and vegan so that I and you can feel great about supporting this brand. So if you'd like to try this magic for yourself, you can click the link in the description or scan this QR code right here on screen. And better yet, use my code TheSorryGirls25. That will get you 25% off. Okay, I better get to DIY. So I did have this DIY on my radar for a while, ever since I saw Liam and Renee do it on TikTok. Now, their version involved 8 blocks. It was like a double-walled 4-block light, absolutely stunning. I only have 1 block. And the reason I only have 1 block actually is because the pattern on this block is different than the rest of the blocks I used for my laundry room glass block wall. I think this is the universe telling me to make this DIY because I have an extra glass block on my hands. I never got to washing this glass block because I didn't need it, and it's kind of gross. It's been sitting outside for who knows how long. So let's give her a little wash.
How are you getting on?
Just gotta give it a little scrub down first.
Oh, you came to work.
Look how much better that looks.
It
already,
actually
though.
looks so much better.
I'm done.
You're done. DIY complete.
Complete.
Okay, I'm back, and she already looks so much better just being cleaned up. And let's talk about how this is going to actually function as a light. So I have this plug-in LED strip light here that I need to attach somehow. I think instead of trying to put the light on the back so it shines through, because that would leave me with one not good side of this light, and we might as well make it a double-sided. I think I'm going to attempt to put the strip light around the edge since there is some space, and then we'll build a frame on top. Do you want to see my prototype?
Yeah, I feel like last time we were very secretive, but I'm here for it.
It's so bright. The video I watched, he put it behind, but I think, how's that look?
Vibes, it looks vibes.
But I think this is vibes.
Okay, but here's the question.
Wood.
Oh, wood.
A frame.
Oh yeah, if you're gonna cover it with wood, then then it's double-sided.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I've been saying.
Always been saying that. Okay, thank you for your approval.
Where are we going, Ross?
Well, this does seem like a sewing project, so I thought a good place to start might be the sewing machine. Oh, dang, Becky's already lighting up.
Let's go.
Waste no time.
So that went extremely well, and we know that we can light this up no problem, and it looks so good already. But I can't just leave it with the exposed strip lights around the edge because that doesn't look very finished. So now we need to figure out how to build a frame for this, and this is going to involve some math and some woodworking. And this is where it gets mildly more difficult. But I am feeling optimistic that this will be a very easy project to do. So let's go find some wood.
Rochelle, is this pressure treated wood up here?
Yes. Okay. Probably don't want that for an interior item.
Maybe not.
Okay.
do you need?
I'm making like new legs. And I realized that it might be dowel size, but I actually don't know if we have one exactly the right size.
What size do you need?
I don't know. It's like one of those you know it when you see it kind of things, you know? Mm-hmm. Or I know it when I make it out of polymer clay. Like smaller than this, but bigger than the other one. Okay, I'll just keep making them. Do you finding what you need? Well, I'll know it when I see it. That's how you go with DIY.
I did find this roll of timbre that we had in the storage room, and like, I think this is a bit of a wild idea, but I could wrap it, and this would make my life so easy because I wouldn't have to worry about corners. It would just follow the shape of the glass block so nicely. However, I just don't think I like that look. I'd like the edges to look a little cleaner, but is the convenience worth it? No, it's not.
How are you getting on, Baxters?
Good. Just made these pieces, which are the right width size, but now I have to do cornered edges, which I hate. They're so hard.
You're well able. I know
Thank
it.
you.
They look great.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, so I measured my pillow and it's just under 20 by 20. And normally when I do a pillow cover, I don't add extra seam allowance because I really like it to be really firm and plush looking. But I'm worried because I've never really done the ruffles before, so that's like added fabric in there. And I definitely don't want it to be too tight. So I think I'm gonna err on the side of making it a little bit bigger than I need because I think I can always stitch it a bit smaller later. 20 by 20, I think I'm gonna cut my fabric out to 21 by 21. Is that too much? Am I gonna regret this decision? We'll see.
What did you smell?
I smell wood. I love it. I'm actually a little bit jealous.
Don't be jelly.
Becky's got the woodworking project. I'm jealous.
So I'm just cutting my polymer clay sausage into 4 equal chunks and then throwing them in the oven to bake. Okay, while the sausages bake, we're gonna start silver leafing. And I've seen people spray paint beforehand. I know that it can be hard to get even coverage, but I'm gonna just start and we're gonna do a little test patch. I'm feeling confident. I have this gilding adhesive. There is a thing where you need to put on the glue and like let it get tacky. So we're actually not gonna be putting this silver leaf on right away. I'm wondering if I can speed up the process with a hairdryer though. Mixed with 10% to 20. Is this bad English or do I need to mix it? Well, I think let's just get this thing on. Oh my god, I thought this was
a lamp.
What? That I'm making?
It was a lamp and I was like, wait, what happened?
Plot twist. Plot twist, I did not need to wait long at all and it's already, I think, tacky. So I'm gonna put this on because the silver leaf is really hard to handle and sticks to a lot of things. So let's see here. Piece of silver leaf. Ah! Oh yeah, see, it's sticky. Why didn't I watch a singular tutorial? Are we okay with the wrinkled effect? Not gonna lie, looks really bad right now, but I'm feeling confidente. I definitely know there's a brushing step involved and I can't wait for that. on a difficulty level, I thought this was gonna be an 8 out of 10. I would say it's probably like a 3 out of 10. Well, I'm not done yet. I still need to try to brush off all the excess flaky skin. Really excited. I'm not excited about the mess. Mess is gonna be like maybe a 9 out of 10. And it's kind of like glitter. I feel like it's just gonna keep finding it after today. Let's try to brush this off, and then we still need to see about those feet and maybe add the feet on. So let's go find a brush. Your box is boxing.
Oh yeah, it's a box.
What was I here for? Oh, a brush. Wow! How the F do you clean this up though?
For the frame of this, I want to do mitered edges so it looks very professional. So I'm doing this by setting my miter saw to 45 degrees, then cutting one side, then measuring the length that I need to fit the glass block and cutting the other side.
So I just used some wood glue to hold the 3 pieces together and some pin nails just to keep it tight while it dried. And I didn't actually glue on the top piece. I just have it taped here temporarily to hold the shape of the square while it all dried. And the reason for that is because I want this top piece to be somewhat removable should you need to access the strip lights later to, I don't know, replace them or anything. It just feels like the right thing to make this accessible. So this last piece will be held on with screws so it can be unscrewed if you needed it to.
Then I'm just drilling a hole right in the side for the cable to come out, and then with a quick sand, we should be all good to stain.
So because I've never actually ruffled a pillow before, I did do a little research just to make sure that I was on the right track, that my thinking was correct in what I needed to do. I decided that since I don't have a zipper, I was just gonna do an envelope closure. So I definitely got my measurements for this off of a couple different YouTube videos, a blog here or there. I did see a website that basically said that if you want a subtle ruffle, how you want to calculate that is to take the perimeter of your pillow, so that's my 21 times 4, and you will just multiply that by 1.25. For a sort of average size ruffle, you're going to multiply it by 1.5, and for a very intense ruffle, if you do 1 3/4 times your perimeter, then that's going to give you the length for the long strip of fabric you need to cut to make your ruffle. So in order to do the envelope closure for my pillow, I've got one piece that I cut at 21 by 21 for the front of my pillow, and then 2 pieces that I cut at 21 inches wide, but only 15 inches long. But that way we've got the 2 halves for the back of the pillow that are gonna form the envelope closure. And then I cut 2 very long strips that are 7 inches wide. And these are gonna make up my ruffle because I didn't have quite enough length to get it all out of one. So we're just gonna join these 2 strips and then cut it down to that 1.5 times length that we needed. Okay, so I stitched my 2 long ruffle pieces together so it's one long piece. And now what we have to do is basically just fold it in half widthwise with the right sides facing out. And we're just gonna do 2 rows of basting stitches. So basting stitches are when you set the length of your stitch as long as it can possibly go, so it's a nice loose stitch. I think I'm also gonna turn the tension down on the stitch just so that we're really, really loose in there, and that's gonna allow us to ruffle up the fabric nicely. And in some of the videos that I watched, they didn't do just like one long row of stitches. They would stop and start and stop and start because we've got like a long piece of fabric that we're doing. So if we were to get 3/4 of the way through and then the thread snaps, that would be so friggin' annoying. So we're just gonna, do a little bit, stop, leave the ends really long, start again, do the same thing. And then that way, if we break a thread, it's not the end of the world. We just go back to that little section that we had stitched. So we've got these long tails hanging out. Basically, you just want to take the 2 top threads that are there, hold them nice and tight in your hand, just kind of yank on them. Okay. Ruffles, baby. Except for the chips. The chips are pretty good. All right, so we're tugging, we're gathering, we're tugging, we're gathering. Right? It's starting to ruffle. Tug gently. Gently, my friends.
I only have an afternoon to complete this, so I picked a stain and I'm not testing it. We're going in with it, and I'm committing to whatever color it will be. It says red mahogany, but when you're staining on pine, it's always a little different than the samples in the store. How bad can it be? Huh? It's kind of walnut, huh? Where's my early American? I changed my mind. I do like the stain color now. So I'm just gonna finish it off with the nice clear coat, top coat to seal it all in. I'm done. No looking. I haven't seen anyone else's. It's so unfair.
Okay, ruffles are really hard, y'all. But once I've gathered everything to the right length, I'm laying down my front panel right side up, then placing the ruffle, then placing my 2 back panels right side down to create this little ruffle sandwich. Then I'm just pinning everything into place.
Okay, pot's looking great, but I have my little hams here. Look at how disgusting these are. Ooh, I think I'm just gonna do 3 instead of 4. So we'll pick the 3 that are most similar, and let's silverify them. Okay, I have learned that you do need to be a little bit delicate with it. It's easy to scratch, but let me know if you guys have any hacks on how to fix that. Otherwise, we just need to use silver leaf for things we're like not gonna be touching all of the time. Okay, let's go see if the planter plants.
Like, first of all, the tree in the A&W bag. Like, sorry?
I don't know how this tree is alive. And then look, you put a little bag over and now I'm not gonna ruin the top of it.
Wow.
Me hopes.
Wow.
I got literal silver leaf glitters all over me.
How was silver leafing?
Good, have you silver leafed?
No, I don't think so.
Have you gold leaf?
Yes.
It went a lot easier than I thought it would. How's yours?
Pretty good. I'd be surprised if I'm not covered in threads, but definitely pretty good for a round 1.
What are you covered in, Becky?
Sawdust, a classic. Can I see, Rochelle?
My pillow?
Yeah.
You can see it.
Oh my goodness!
She's so cute.
Wait, this is really nice.
It's so cute.
We got a lot of striped fabric here, so don't be surprised if you see another striped pillow pop up in the future.
Is it a curtain or a bed sheet or something?
It was a bed sheet.
Of course it was.
Always check the thrift store, guys.
I was nervous to ask. I was gonna be like, did we buy fabric for this? But obviously not.
Okay, let's see silver. Silver queen.
Sure, no problem.
Bring in.
No problem.
Oh, shut up. What? It's so like you can't see the sheets.
You can don't look too closely.
No, you
but-
can't. It looks like a solid texture.
Yeah, it's a vibe. I think the thing that's interesting about like silver leafing or gold leafing is just how thin it is. So it's like I was doing a smooth surface, but if you had like a really detailed like picture frame, then it really just gets into all the nooks and crannies. But I will say it was like very easy to scratch. So I feel like you wouldn't do it for like a keychain charm. because it would just get messed up. Okay, take this from me, please. Okay, last one. I'm excited for this one.
Here she is.
Okay, she cute off.
Much better on. Do you want to hit the dimmer?
Oh, it's the dimmer?
Yeah.
No way.
Right?
Yo, are you putting this in your house so hard?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mel. I gotta keep it.
But look at those mitered corners.
Yeah, don't look too closely at the corners.
All these were done in an afternoon. I'd rather get it done in an afternoon than like stress and make it absolutely perfecto and it take like 3 days.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I think we went a lot harder than we did last time.
I think so.
And somehow this was, I don't know about you guys, but it was like even easier.
Okay, y'all gotta tell us in the comments what you think and what you think of these ones compared to our last ones. If you don't know what we're talking about, go watch that video.
Yeah, and whose did you like the best? Which one would you have in your house? There's such different styles though, so like, we're not gonna feel bad, you know?
Thank you guys for watching.
See you next time, bye.